Hello everybody, Flik here, welcome to my channel update for March 2017. We have some patron shoutouts to do for the support last month as always. One bad thing to cover, and then some just general information about what's happening with YouTube, Twitch, and anything else that comes to mind. I don't actually have written notes this time. We do also have one thing that I got from Austria, I believe, to the PO box, which is behind me there, which we'll open in a second. But we will start with the combination of me reading out names of people who supported me last month, as well as showing off some fan art we received. One included in this is also from the developer of the Video Kid indie game I covered in my Let's Look At series. They were very kind and gave me a little moving gift that we'll see in a second. So enjoy that while I read names and bring this list over here to get very pale. So thank you for the support last month from Kristen Lawrence, Taylor Peck, Garlock Thornbolt, Nathan Fraser, Taya Blake, Jarek, Alexander Frasca, Taylor Ducray, Michael Comer, Solace Corvus, Screaming Violet, Vincent Chaos, Jared Tabor, Ryan Shell, Josh Cross, Brian Sue, Lex C, Richard Bearwell, Matsumuni, Rikshmi Sophap, I apologise for my pronunciation of your name, Blake Chaos, Kevin Mazer, Hunger Pain, Julia Cheng, Timothy Sieben, Peter Ferguson, Thexton, Drizzen, Charlie Abrams, Megan Perry, Andrew Highgate, Reaper, Richard Davison, Loista, Seb, Brad Beck, Michael Bigler, Terrell Smith, Rachel Weber, QBO, James Woody Packard III, Dwayne Kellogg, wait, it's Kellogg, isn't it? And I've just written the wrong letter. Whoops. Colton Pierce, Reese Leon, Derek Williams, Igukski, D, Paul Mayer, that one guy with the face, Yuki, Charles Baker, and the newbie. Let's get rid of that. Thank you very much for your continued support. Let's open this and see. I've just crossed out some pertinent information about the person who sent it. I think it's from Shulls, but I'm not sure. If you want to send me anything, the PO box is, I list it on Twitter like a couple of times a month. It's listed on my About section of YouTube. If I only get like one or two small things, I just do them in these channel updates. If I get anything substantial, I do a separate kind of fan mail type video. So bear with me 1 second. I don't want to rip anything inside, but this is stuck together. Super glue. There we go. We got there. Sorry for the noise. Ooh. It is from Shows. She is an artist, so I want to be very delicate just in case. Oh, it is Shows. I see the signature. So what do we have here? Oh, hey, I know these. Alright, let's read the letter first, but I know what she sent. It's very nice. Here's the letter. I'll read it out. Hey Flik, I finally had the time to send you my very, very, very old fan art drawings to you. I wish I had more recent ones, but life always gets in the way of drawing. She did a happy face, but I would have understood a small face. I wonder though if you will still know from which games these drawings are. Of course I won't tell you. 1 or 2 were made in 2015, and 1 was made in 2014. I just realised how much time that is. Thank you for entertaining me and many others for so long. Shouting? Shouting? I'm not sure what that says. I think maybe listening? Or sticking with your podcast with CR up to your live streams now, which sadly I can really watch thanks to my uni. But when I catch one, you and your friends always brighten up my day. I do apologise for my bad writing. It's nothing. My handwriting is terrible. Don't worry about it. And any spelling errors? Oh, no spelling errors. And if you haven't already noticed, my name's actually Julia. I did know that, but I say Shulls because I don't automatically assume people want me to say their real names. That's why I go by online names, etc. I just hit the mic there. I remember this one very well, and I remember when you tweeted at me, and I like that I actually see it in person now. There you go. That is from my Bloodborne playthrough. The very first one, the blind one, not the New Game Plus one, I think. That I can't remember. Is this like charcoal pencil? I remember you telling me what you did it in. I just can't remember now. But yep, I remember this one very clearly. I remember being shown it. It was before I kind of did these as a channel update. The next one I also remember. That is when I played, I was going to say Horizon, because I saw a sort of dinosaur. It's from Ark Survival Evolved, which I played kind of blind a little bit and then played multiplayer as well with some other people. I had a pet dodo. He's dead now. This last one, it's on paper, not the harder stuff. There we go. I believe, if I remember rightly, this is from This War of Mine, in which most people died apart from the arsehole, which I think is why you did it this way, because I kind of got everyone murdered by horrible people. But yeah, that is from This War of Mine, if I remember correctly. You can let me know, Shills. I think I got it right. I definitely remember the other two very clearly. So thank you again. There's some more fan art in person. I'll keep it in my little folder where I keep the ones that Supernova Footloop has sent as well. And thank you for the letter. I keep those as well. So if you would also like to send me something, I've told you where to get the address. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's there just as an option for the next few months at least. So we will talk about YouTube and Twitch, how things are going, what series are starting, stopping, etc. One small bit of bad news. I went to the doctor the other week there after suffering from some symptoms for a little while, and it turns out I have IBS. IBS is not life-threatening, doesn't kill you faster than anything else. It's incurable. It's just something you kind of have to live with when it flares up. It's irritable bowel syndrome. I'm not going to bother kind of telling you about it. You can Google it if you care. It explains a lot. This isn't the first time I've suffered from it, and I didn't know. This is the worst I've suffered from it, but it's made me think back years and years and like, oh, that's what was wrong. It's kind of a relief. It's a relief not knowing. It's a relief knowing that it's nothing more serious. However, it is something that I have to deal with. I'm waiting for another doctor's appointment to get back and get some painkillers because the discomfort in the abdominal area is persistent and very annoying. Like, imagine if someone jabs you in your side with two fingers like that. You know how you get that kind of sudden rush of pain because it's taking you by surprise, but then afterwards there's this lingering discomfort that just doesn't go away for a lot longer than the initial poke that stabbed into your side. That's what it feels like all the time across my stomach. It's very, very not painful, it's just uncomfortable. It's distracting. I have no doubt that it's probably affected my mood, but once I can get back to the doctor and get some painkillers, that should be sorted. The other symptoms and whatnot are manageable. Bouts with IBS can last weeks and or months, unfortunately, so it's just something that's there. It's annoying, but I felt I had to share in case it influences my content production in one way or the other. So I wanted to share that with you, because if you're watching this, then chances are you might actually care. If you don't care, why on earth are you watching this? Anyway, that's the one thing I wanted to get out of the way that was kind of bad. I'm just very relieved that it wasn't anything worse, let's put it that way. So, Twitch side. Oh, on a random kind of subject related to Twitch, they're actually starting to do loot crates, because they're doing that thing now where if you're watching a streamer stream a game, you have the option to buy that game via Amazon or in-game content, which I assume they mean loot boxes. They're now also doing Twitch loot boxes, so if you buy something via them/Amazon, they give you a box, assuming, I think you have to spend at least $10 or $5. It's very weird. There's no kind of way to opt out of this, so, I mean, feel free to ignore it, but I'm just letting you know. And the loot boxes on Twitch side have it like exclusive emotes. They have bits, so you technically get some of your money back, and that kind of thing. Also on Twitch, we have started an exclusive Twitch side series. It is Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I can't put it on YouTube for obvious reasons. I am highlighting it though, so if you do want to watch it and are having trouble finding it over in the VODs, in the sea of VODs, because I stream so much, press the highlights tab, and I have actually labelled them like Breath of the Wild Part 1, Breath of the Wild Part 2. I think that also means that they stay for at least a year, so if you're watching this long after the fact and you care, you still might actually be able to catch it. So that is on that side. Initial impressions, I think it's a victim of bad timing because I played a superior game first. Horizon Zero Dawn is much, much better than Breath of the Wild in pretty much every possible way. So Breath of the Wild, so far, 6 hours in or so, seems exceptionally bland and has dumb mechanics. Very, very dumb. It is their first effort at an open world game, so I don't know why people think it's perfect, because it's definitely not. It's a pretty half-assed open world game. It's one open field after the other with bugger all to do in it, with occasional goblin camps that you can't be bothered doing anyway because your inventory is full, because you have to keep on maintaining like 5 weapons because they break 2 seconds in, so it devalues doing anything like that. It seems like very stupid decisions so far to me, but maybe it picks up a bit further in. If I wasn't playing it on stream, I would have given up on it by now. Maybe Twilight Princess will be better though, and we'll be going to that after Breath of the Wild, which again will be Twitch side only because it's Zelda. But that's my impressions. We are nearing the end of Horizon Zero Dawn as well. I think we're quite close to the end. Maybe like a few more 2-hour parts. It's fantastic. Obviously not perfect. It's got some issues. It's got some stuff I don't like. But as far as like original IPs go, it's fantastic. It's probably the strongest contender so far for Game of the Year that I've played anyway. And if you haven't been watching it for spoilers, I totally understand. Definitely play it in your own time. It's a lot of fun, and they're on to something. It's so weird that it came from Guerrilla, who make the Killzone games. The Killzone games are essentially just the British being space Nazis. That's the Killzone games. They look nice, but other than that, they're very lacking. And then for them to just randomly come out with this new IP about robot dinosaurs that's so good, it's impressive. And then you compare it to Nintendo, who's been making Zelda games for 40 years, or whatever. And they make the bland open world pile of crap where it's just, the story is, oh, Link has to kill Ganon again. Good, that's entertaining, that's intriguing. But anyway, so Horizon Zero Dawn is continuing to the finish. When you hear this, you're hearing this on the launch day of the final Dark Souls 3 DLC. I actually have it right now because I got a review code, but I've deliberately not played it because Cart and Grinning Owl will be joining me and I want us all to see it together blind. So I'm holding off playing it. That will start tomorrow. I know it's out tonight, but I don't stream on Monday, so tomorrow it might just be Dark Souls 3 DLC. We'll see. So if you want to see us play through that live, catch the Tuesday stream. If you can't, it'll be on YouTube. I have the thumbnails and whatnot ready. So there is that coming. Monster Hunter Double Cross is obviously continuing. I know it's not super popular because it's in Japanese, even with the portion of my audience that are Monster Hunter fans. I would actually stick with it because me, Cart and Reaper are absolutely loving playing it, so there's a lot of videos of it coming. It's the most I've been excited for a Monster Hunter game in a little while, even more so than Generations, because we'd already played through the Japanese version so much. Generations was kind of lackluster, whereas with Double Cross, there's genuine enthusiasm, I think. I can't speak for Cart and Reaper, but I'm genuinely enthused by Double Cross. It actually added a lot of substantial content, and I'm enjoying going through it. Like, we just fought Liu Shang Lung, whichever. That was my first time ever fighting him, even though he's from a previous generation. That's a lot of fun. So that's definitely coming. There's still Let's Look At. There's one going up on the 28th of a game called Immortal Redneck. One just went up of a game called Streets of Rogue, which I'm keeping my eye on because I think it's got the potential to be a fantastic roguelike on Steam. As far as other ones coming, I have a couple more indie games stacked up. I haven't recorded them yet because farming and Double Cross has been eating into my time. But obviously Gungeon and Isaac is continuing. I'm going to go record a few Isaac runs after recording this. And some VOD stuff will be coming over, miscellaneous things from the stream side. We've got Left 4 Dead 2 coming, which you may have already seen in fact. Let's see, what day is the 27th? Is that Monday? Oh, later tonight you'll be seeing the first VOD if you didn't catch it live on stream. And Overwatch very, very occasionally. Yep, that's still going up. Highlights of highlight-worthy matches will still be going up, as well as VODs where we just kind of muck around. Or not, as the case may be. It's there. It's not as frequent as it used to be, but that's just the way it is. I'm a variety channel. I move on to other things when something goes stale, and Overwatch is starting to get stale with the vast majority of people, I feel. Arissa hasn't really done anything to fix that, sadly. If anything, she's being ignored, which is a little bit of a shame, because I quite like her. But that will be occasionally there. We finished Tomb Raider, so that's out of the way. As for other things down the line, hard to say. Hard to say after Horizon's finished, after Dark Souls 3 DLC is finished. Not sure. But I'm sure something will come along. And hell, even if it doesn't, we have a bunch of roguelikes to play. And Double Cross will be around for a while because it feels like it's got a lot of content in it. And that's not even counting all the free DLC it gets every week. But it's every week because it's a Japanese version. I think that about covers it. We got rid of some old emotes on Twitch, replaced them with new ones that I think have more general use than Reaper as a rubber duck, for instance. So check those out. And if you do subscribe to me on Twitch, thank you very much. If you use Twitch Prime, keep in mind it doesn't auto-renew. So if you swing by and use it on me, even if you can't catch the streams, just because you have it sitting and it's free, and still monetarily supports me, I would appreciate that. I think that is everything I wanted to cover. I know the streams are not ideally timed for most of you if you're working and in the US. I can't remember which coast it's the worst for, but one of you definitely. I'm still looking into, I think in the summer, I'm going to go with maybe doing an early Saturday stream. I'm not sure about the evening, but maybe fitting in an early one and just see if the viewership is there, because then that might encourage me to kind of swap my schedule around and start streaming earlier on certain days and just record for series for YouTube at night. Maybe. I'm considering it. Maybe once I get all this house stuff sorted, that would be a better time to do that. In the summer, you can try and hold me to this as well. I want to get back into painting my 40k miniatures. So that's kind of like my summer goal. Get on my bike again, once the weather improves, and paint 40k miniatures again. So you hold me to that. You remind me that I said that I would do these things come the summer in the comments whenever you can. Other than that, thank you for the general support. Thank you for letting me be able to do this. I hope you find it entertaining. Apologies in advance if I ever seem overly dour or sour or annoyed for no apparent reason. Just keep in mind, it's like someone's doing that into you constantly, and it's quite annoying. Thank you again though for sticking around. I will see you next month for another channel update, and again, catch the Dark Souls 3 DLC real soon. Thank you for watching or listening. That was the two words combined. See you next time. Ta for now.